Everyone wants to win, but not everybody wants to win more than they want other things. Wanting is easy, right? If I said to you, do you want to become a world-level figure skater? You'd say, well, yeah, sure. Click your fingers and make me good at ice skating. Why not? There's no reason not to want that. I want that, but I don't want it enough to go and train. I don't want it enough to go and fall over on the ice and hurt myself. I don't want it enough to go and do that opposed to other things. Wanting something means nothing. We all want everything. It's how much you want it. Do you want it more than the other things? So really, want is a hierarchy. And only the top 3 or 4 wants matter. Everything else you want below that is insignificant, because it's always going to play second fiddle. So my top wants are, I want to be respected for doing the right thing. I want to be in fantastic physical condition. I want to be very rich. These are my wants. If your want is to have fun, that's your prerogative. But you're going to lose out on a whole bunch of things because you're focused on having fun. You're going to end up in those videos you see on Instagram of people standing behind a DJ filming him. And then one song comes on after 7 hours of shit songs and they pretend their life matters. You're a failure. The DJ's is somebody. He got paid to go there. You paid to go there to film him. He's a somebody. You're a nobody. He wanted to be famous and make money more than you did. You wanted to have fun. Do you understand the difference in the dynamic? So you have to decide your top 3 or 4 wants. And it's hard because there's going to be things you cut out. You might have to cut out that girl who wants all your time. Oh, you're boring. All you do is work. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Do you want her pussy or do you want monumental success? It's not easy, but you can only want 3 or 4 things at once. Any more than that is just garbage. You're just confusing yourself and you're confusing the world. When you want to write down your wants, you're allowed 4, max. You start writing down 10 wants, you're never going to get anything. I promise you guys, I wanted money. I wanted to get rich. I wanted money so bad I couldn't live broke. I knew I deserved a life better than wage slavery. I knew I couldn't listen to a HR department. I knew I couldn't listen to some retard telling me what to do. I knew I couldn't be told what to do by people lesser than me. I knew I couldn't watch people less smart than me have more money than I had. I knew I couldn't watch people have Ferraris if I didn't have one. I needed money. I wanted money. I was ready to do anything for money because that's what I wanted. And guess what I got? Hundreds of millions of liquid dollars cash because I wanted it. You're always going to do what you want. Have you noticed that you're actually quite a motivated person? You jerk off every time you want to because that's what you want to do. So you need to make yourself want other things and motivation goes away. Put the list together. Choose your top 4 wants. Make sure that you blink, cure your brain, reprogram yourself. Those are your wants. You don't care about anything else. And you'll find yourself unduly dedicated. You'll find yourself unquestionably motivated to get the things that you truly desire once you work out what they are.
You know, I'm fine with economy. I don't give a shit. I'm a full-grown man. I'll go and sit on an economy flight for 22 hours to Sydney, Australia from LA. Doesn't matter to me. Instead, I want a $200,000 private jet. Well, does that make me happy? Not really. You know what does make me happy? Makes me happy that I can put the woman I love on a private jet. It makes me happy that if I want to see my children, I can put them on a private jet so they turn up quickly enough for me to spend a single hour with them. I can spend $200,000 to get an hour with my kids because a jet is faster than sitting around at an airport with a bunch of fucking brokies. It matters to me that if my mother has a heart attack, I can afford the best surgeon on the planet. It matters to me that if my grandma dies, I can give her the best possible funeral. What matters to me is that I can actually take care of the people I fucking love. I don't give a shit about having money. I'll go back to living in a single room with Tristan sleeping on the floor like we did when we were broke. I don't care. I'll go back to flying economy after saving for an entire year to get a 3-day holiday and some all-inclusive dump in Spain. What I do care about is that I finally have money to be useful to the people I love. Because when I was broke, I wasn't very useful to people. I would see the people I care about struggling. I'll go to economy, no problem. I don't want the woman I fucking love sitting in economy with a bunch of fucking peasants. I don't want the woman I love going to work, having a male boss and a bunch of male colleagues trying to fuck her all day because I can't afford to retire her. What kind of fucking man would that make me to send my woman into the lion's den with dudes who are going to be constantly trying to get her fucking tits out. And I'm going to sit there and go, oh, well, I don't have enough money, so I guess she just needs to work. Well, you're just going to accept that? Because you're not going to try, because you're not motivated, because you're not dedicated? Having money as a man has actually nothing to do with yourself. If you're smart enough to make money as a man, you're probably stoic enough to not give a shit. I don't give a fuck about diamond watches. I don't care about cars. I don't care about private jets. I don't care about a big, nice house. I don't care about any of it. I will go back to bug level, back to the dirt, living in a fight gym like I used to. I don't care. But what I do care about is being so monumentally incompetent that the people I love and the people who rely on me can't get what they need from me, or I have to expose them to dangers. Well, my woman has to get the fucking bus, or stand around on the street waiting for an Uber because she hasn't got a private driver, or my security team can't go pick her up because I can't fucking afford one. What happens when she gets raped? What happens when something happens to her? What am I going to say? Oh, but I still love you. Clearly not very much. Because I didn't love her enough to dedicate myself to get rich, to prevent her from getting gagged on a street corner. So what does my love even matter? What is my love even worth? Poor men, useless men, incompetent men's love means nothing. It doesn't matter how much you love a woman. It doesn't matter how much you love your children. It doesn't matter how much you love your fucking family. If you can't help them, provide for them, protect them, take care of them. And if you're gonna wake up every day as a man and lack dedication and motivation to get rich because you don't have enough fire inside of your heart to be dedicated towards taking care of the people you love, then you're probably a piece of shit person. I'm at the point now when some man goes, oh, I'd love to get rich, but I'm struggling with motivation. I look at him and just like he's fucking scum. You lack the motivation to what? Love your woman and love your family and love your fucking children? You're either a dipshit, you're either one of the useless men, and there's a whole bunch of them out there. You're either a fucking useless loser, or you're the kind of person who's going to do anything it takes to win because you understand you have obligations as a man. You are obligated to protect. You can't not be able to fight. You have a job. You can't not afford things. You have a job to do. And it is for that reason you need to get rich. Not for yourself, for everybody else. And you will see how much better life is when people look at you with respect. Finally, for the first time in your life, when women look at you with a different look in their eyes, when they finally respect you, when men, important men meet you and they finally respect you, when your family is finally proud of you, and all of that happens when you dedicate yourself to something, when you finally start to make more money than anyone else in your family can even fucking fathom, that is when you're going to feel happy, and that is when you're going to matter. And it's truthfully your job. It is your job as a man. It has been bestowed upon us by the universe, by the cosmos, since the dawn of human time, to wake up, dedicate ourselves, and become capable. So if you want to make money, it's not for you to be able to fly on private jets across the Atlantic and smoke a fat cigar. That's not why you need to make money. You need to make money so that you finally are useful to the people who care about you and who you care about.
When you play Monopoly, you spawn on the board. And then you go round the sun. Each time collecting a little bit of money, a year's salary, as you go around the sun. And your primary objective is to buy assets so that other people have to give you their money so you get rich and to stay out of jail. Your primary objectives as a man are to get as rich as possible, richer each time you circle the sun, and to stay out of jail. The year's almost over. I remember you said this year was going to be your year. We all know you fucking wasted it. But those are your primary objectives. Your objectives are not to be simping for girls. Your objectives are not to be messaging women on Instagram who ignore you. Your objectives are not to be happy. Your objectives are not to sit around crying or being depressed about something or being sad. Your objective is not to jerk off and watch porn. Your objective is to get rich so other people have to pay you their money because you own all the assets and stay out of jail. Those are your primary objectives. If you don't do that, you lose. Do you understand?
There are full-grown men waking up talking about, oh, you know, I just feel a bit down. You're not a fucking girl and you're not a kid. What do you mean you feel down? You're not in a trench in Ukraine. What do you mean you feel down? Name a period of human history where men were ever happy. You were either in a field plowing, in a field getting shot, marching at cannon, sitting home hoping the barbarian hordes don't arrive on horseback to decapitate your wife. When have men ever been happy ever? It's easier than it's ever been. You haven't even got to go to war. All you have to do is wake up, not be a dipshit, find some money, buy a half-nice car, get a half-nice apartment. Then you endlessly. You're still not happy?
well, then you're an idiot. As soon as you are granted life, you are guaranteed death. What you do in between is up to you. You are all conscious. That could end tomorrow, that could end in 100 years. But the time between the beginning of your consciousness and the end of it is completely up to you. You cannot escape that hard work is always the correct decision. There is no time in any scenario when working hard is going to be the wrong answer. You should always try your very best in all things. Pain is an extremely important part of the equation. Pain is the elixir of success. When people say this bad thing happened to me and I'm suffering, I say good. It is pain which is required. It's one of the elements in the chemical reaction. If the chemical reaction requires 5 particular distinct compounds and you have 4 and you're missing 1, it simply doesn't work. Pain for a man is one of the most important elements in becoming successful. Batman is Batman because they killed his parents. If they did not kill his parents, he would not be Batman. You're supposed to suffer. You're supposed to take that pain. The worst thing that can happen to you as a man is you live a life with no pain in it. To be born into a rich family and have a nice, easy life and be given money and you don't have to go to the gym and not have to train because you have bodyguards and sit around like a fuck up. You're going to be miserable and unhappy and a drug addict buying prostitutes. You're only going to have women who adore you. You're only going to feel confident in yourself and feel happy when you've been through hell and come out the other side. The pain is required. And you'll often notice that people who are better than you are people who have suffered more than you have suffered. It's difficult to train every day. It hurts. I don't want to. I wake up and I'm busy. I have other things to do. I don't feel like doing it. So I force myself to do it 7 days a week, 365 days a year so that I know I'm the kind of person who can do what he doesn't want to do when it needs to be done. How can you ever outcompete me if I can force myself to do the things I don't want to do and you cannot? Discipline is absolutely essential for success, and you need to get very comfortable and very used to the idea of understanding that on your path to greatness, there are going to be long periods of time where you hate what you are doing, where you are dissatisfied with the actions you must undertake, where you are stressed. That is why it is difficult. That is why most people won't make it. If the path was easy, everybody would walk it and it would lead nowhere. 100 people start the path, 99 fall off because it is difficult, and the one person who makes it to the end gets the gold. If all 100 made it to the end and the gold was divided by 100, it wouldn't even be worth anything. There's a version of you that never sleeps in, never skips training, never wastes time. There's a version of you who never fails. It is waiting for you. If you had done those things for the last 2 years, you never skipped a training. You never wasted time. You never scrolled TikTok. You never sat aimlessly on the internet typing in garbage, never played video games. You never wasted time. You never slept in. You were never lazy. There's this version of you. Imagine the person you would be. Genuinely imagine what you would look like. Imagine where you would live. Imagine the car you would drive. Imagine how much your woman would respect you. That person is waiting for you. And the only thing that's stopping you from being that person is your monumental laziness. The only people who do not have the things they want are the people who do not try for them. I've never seen a person wake up and say, my only dedication in life is to solve a Rubik's Cube and fail. You are not stupid. You are not incompetent. You are lazy and arrogant.
Money is one of the most common things on the planet because they can print it from thin air. They don't have to mine it. They don't have to build it. They don't have to find it. Even better, they don't even have to print it on paper anymore. They can just type it into a computer. So money's not a rare thing. But there are some things that are rare. What's rare is finding a man who is dependable, who will turn up on time, who will do what he is asked to do, who will try his very best, who won't lie or cheat or scam or make excuses. That is rare. And if you're that kind of person, you will always end up rich because money's worth nothing and that's worth everything. If you don't have any money being thrown at you, it's because you're not the kind of person who deserves to have money thrown at him. And a man who turns up on time with a firm handshake and tries his best and dedicates himself and doesn't lie or cheat or scam and takes an interest in his work, he always ends up rich because he's more valuable than money. The way to make money is to be more valuable than money. And truthfully, there are not many doers in the world. There are not many people who get up and decide to go and do something, to take action, and to do it properly and completely. Those kind of people always end up rich. It's impossible to not be rich. New money exists every day. They just invent it from the sky anyway. Of course, it's going to end up with the doers. It's going to go in the direction of the people who deserve it. So next time you're sitting around at home thinking, how do I make money? I need money. Stop thinking of money as above you. Money's not above you. Money is below you. And if only you could be a little bit more disciplined, a little bit more dedicated, if only you could focus a little bit more and pay a little bit more attention, you would be far above money. And once you're above money, it flows to you. And it's really not that difficult because the competition is very low. There are people out here in the world today, as screwed as Earth is, in the mess that we're currently living in, who are still obsessed with sports stars and pop music. Their competition is zero. They're just out drinking, watching sports, distracting themselves on TikTok. They're losers. All you have to do is focus on yourself. You're gonna win.